to show you something beautiful. Everyone screaming for mercy. You want to protect the world, but you don't want it to change. You're all puppets, tangled in strings.
We on? Mm-hmm. There are no motherfucking strings on me. What the fuck is up? It's your boy Marco from Upside Down Studios. Why am I leaning in on this mic? Is that right now? Is we good on the little thingy there? It's your boy Marco from Upside Down Studios and Mixer.com. We are here with motherfucking Corey.
Yeah, I'm here.
Corey Cobain there, looking all grungied out today.
What?
That's where Kurt Cobain was grunge music. You know, he had the hoodie with the hair. He looked like you, motherfucker. That's why we call you that.
Go ahead.
We got motherfucking Greg here as always with his quiet ass in the back, but I bought him a bottle. So
what up?
He ain't gonna be too quiet too long. And we got Kitty Cat, you know, stepping in for a minute, and Greg's sister Lisa kind of in the background. So, yeah, we about to do that shit. We got any new news or anything? You do not got a fucking hand sanitizer pump on your Jaeger.
No, that's a Jaeger pump. It came with the Jaeger. So that's what it is, Jaeger live.
I bet you get you a hand sanitizer bottle and that bitch will stir right off. That
not long enough.
My shampoo bottle got one like that too.
That won't screw on?
No, it's because the top of the list screws all around.
Well, then that's not a Jaeger fucking pump.
It's for the bigger bottle.
It's for the biggest bottle they have.
Well, they should make a fucking adapter.
They should.
Dude, I bought the coolest thing. Like, this is like the fourth time the flea market is open since this whole everything opened up. First time I went there, I bought the coolest fucking thing in the world. I thought it was just going to be some bullshit. It was they called it a hookah kit. Now, not yet. In the hookah kit, like, and I waited for a while. You know, it was just something I bought on a whim. You made it gave you all the pieces, and they were good, actually good pieces to make a hookah out of any bottle you can imagine. Like, you could have made one out of that Jaeger bottle. I made mine out of a Jack Daniels bottle or whatever. But my problem is I don't hookah. You know, in that big-ass bowl, you know, it's kind of waste of weed to me. But they give you enough parts there to modify it, to stick a regular bowl on there. So now that bitch hits like a beast, dude. Oh, my God. I even put a dab rig on it. Whew. Whew. So we doing shots here?
Yep. Cheers and shit.
Jaeger.
Yeah, join the club.
Cheers. Nostrovia. So, I think I touched on this the last time I was here. But, me and Corey were just talking about this. And it's still bothering me. Because I wanted to handle a situation which I know I could have. But in the end, it would have looked bad on the studio. And I had to back away from it. No, my God. God, I wanted to crack this fucking dude. But the dude happened to be gay. And he happened to be black. That just screams hate crime.
It does.
Even though what we were fighting about had nothing to do with his color or his lifestyle or whatever. He actually tried to bring race into it. And just to have a little background, our families know each other. My brother used to hang out with his brother. We went to school with each other. He kind of bullied me, you know, back in the day when I was a kid, and I remember my bullies. I've gotten back at most of them. But it wasn't the night for that. I just wanted to have a decent night, so I kept it, you know, playful and light. And after we had so many drinks, it felt like he kind of went back to that. We were back in school, and he was trying to bully me like he was smooging me. And I can't stand being smooged. I'll fucking fuck with you until you swing at me. I can't stand being smooched.
That's smooth.
When somebody acts like they're better than you, and then, like, kind of passive-aggressively do dickish shit to fucking, you know...
I know that all too well.
Yeah. I don't play that shit at all. I fucking hate being smooched. You know, you either come at me like an asshole, like a fucking grown-ass man, or stay the fuck away from me, but don't play your petty bullshit. And that's exactly what he was doing. So, you know, after a while, I told him, and I tried to keep it calm. I didn't scream it. I wasn't an asshole about it. I was like, look, man, you keep disrespecting me and we're going to have a fucking problem. And he kind of backed down for a second, but then, I know I wanted to crank this motherfucker so bad. But again, I wanted to beat him up, 1, because he was a bully, 2, because he was smooging me, and 3, above the smooging, he was just a out-and-out dick to everybody else. And when, he was like one of them drunks that, you know, 1 minute he's an asshole, next minute he's friendly, and he's, you know, trying to be your best friend, and then next minute he's just a dick again. Yeah, I don't like that either.
No.
Well, at one point, he started showing his... while he was dressed in drag, because I had mentioned I've, you know, taken my fucking sister-in-laws and shit to drag shows and stuff. I participated in them. I modeled with gay people. So he brought out his pictures, and which weren't very fucking good at all. You just look like, you know, black dude with a fucking wig and some paint on. But hey, to each their own. That ain't none of my business. If you were feeling that, you're feeling that. You know. I've grown to learn that shit in the different situations I've been in. I watch people get feathers with needles stuck through their back because they want to look like an angel. Hey, that's your thing, you know, whatever. But I guess the straw that broke the camel's back with him, where we almost got into it, I told him that he was mad because I look better in a dress and I'm straight than he ever did in drag. And then, check this out. This was silly. This was the only thing that kind of brought me out of my pistivity, whatever. He was like, you're just gay and you don't want to tell anybody that. Really? Really?
Maybe he just wants to fuck you.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, that's what I think this is.
be a man about it. If you're gonna be gay, be a man about it. You know, I'm gonna tell you no, but you know, hey, you know, if I like a girl and I ain't got no, you know, the best game I ever had was, you want to fuck? No, okay.
Yeah.
You know, worst case scenario, I get smacked or a drink thrown in my face. Best case scenario, we fuck. I mean, hey, that's my game. I ain't about sweet talking. I ain't gonna lie to you just to try to get you into bed.
No.
I ain't gonna. No. Look, this is what you get. You know, this right here. I don't come at you with no lies or bullshit. Hey, you want to fuck? Nope. Okay. No hard feelings. But don't fucking smooge a motherfucker. It was, and then he brought race into it. Oh my god. Anyways, the whole point of the fucking story was I couldn't do it. As bad as I wanted to fucking hit this dude, that just screams a fucking hate crime, and that so fucking sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of ties into, like, I picked this one part. This went out, I was bullshitting. You know how I tend to pick certain things out of conversations or videos or whatever that everybody breezes past. It ain't the point of the story, but I'm like, hey, wait a minute, wait a minute. I had mentioned something to all the comedians on the show, that racism is not, you know, one of the guys said, it's in the blood, it's in American soil, it's in Americans' blood. No, it's not. Racism is taught. Racism is fucking taught. And I made the fucking example of when I was in boot camp, you know, I was with a pure, you know, Jamaican dude named Stegall. He was from Jamaica. Motorola black. Well, there was a girl who, like, used to eat across from us, who was also, you know, she was in the military, obviously. But she was a cadet too. And she was Haitian. Motorola black too. I mean, you, as far as color-wise, you couldn't tell the difference. You know, facial features, whatever. Yeah, a big difference, but just at that point. Fucking Stegall would talk all kinds. Didn't even know this girl. Didn't know her from Adam. This girl was not ugly. Just because she was Haitian. That's racist. But why does color got to be in there? You know, racism is your point of origin. But everybody loves to throw color in it, just like the whole illegal thing. I take so much offense that every time somebody says illegal, automatically it's Mexican. Why? You know, there are illegal Canadians. There are illegal Afghan, like sand people. You know, the ones that, like I was telling Corey outside, that really worried me are the illegal Africans. Sorry, but they don't like American black folks. I don't know why you keep saying you're African American, because you take your ass over to either part of fucking Africa and they'll fuck you up. They hate, dude. It's crazy. Real deal Africans, the motherland, earth, like Africa, they can't stand fucking black Americans more than they can't stand white people. You know, it's like white people as a whole, they kind of take out the South African, because the white people there are British and they still have slaves. But aside from that, they talk so much shit, and I've just caught that in documentaries that had nothing to do with that. So I never understood that. But we got fucking, you know, African people here, like real deal, like DACA fucking illegal type in Gerard. You know, I seen them when I was in fucking the court, man, and them fucking people scare me, not because of their color, not because of their race, but you know where zombies originated? Africa. You know, a lot of vampire that Africa. All the fucking witchcraft and shit, you know, Africa. Even the Puerto Rican Santeria and all that shit. A lot of that shit came from the African slaves that were over, because Puerto Rico was a port. So, you know, the slaves and the Taino tribes, the native Indians there, there's a lot of, I guess, if you want to say, spiritual or magical or just fucked up shit. But no, that real deal Africans scared the fuck out of me. The white ones too. I ever tell you about my dude Shay-Rock with the African? He married an African girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was white.
Yeah, white as hell.
Yep.
And this is leading into the point of what I pulled out of from what we were talking about in this show is we're programmed for this. I made the example of the Griswolds. Do you remember the Griswolds? You know, in each and every one of those fucking shows, there's one running
We got the point, man. We got the
Yeah.
point.
There is one running gag, and it's they end up in the hood, and roll them up, where they roll up the windows. Now, yeah, that's a gag. Yeah, that's a joke, but that is subliminally telling, especially kids. You get to the hood, you see black folks. Even though these black folks wasn't doing anything wrong, roll up your windows and be scared. So that's kind of putting that into the white kids' heads. And then you see nothing but, you know, all the hood movies are either the man is a womanizer and the woman, you know, goes in and she's a strong woman and takes care of things, or the man is a thug or a drug dealer and ends up dead. One of them, you know, the one that was gonna make it, you know, always ends up dead. But the drug dealers and pushers make it through the way. Or, you know, you never really see any positive type, you know, shit like that there. So what do you see? You see hood shit. The black folks say, I'm supposed to be hood, this and that. And then you see all these TV shows where these cops, because, you know, rarely you see cops doing good things. Nobody says anything about the good things that the cops do. You know, it rarely posted that a cop risked his life to fucking save a baby or to save this or that, or a cop, you know, donated this or that for you know, the community or whatever. Don't ever hear that. Rarely. But you will always hear about a cop beating down an innocent person, and 90% of the time, it's only the black people. You know, there are white people that get beat up by cops. You know, and I hate to say it because it's really fucked up, and this is kind of bothering me too. My own daughter experienced this within a week ago. You know, a friend of mine that I used to work with, he actually testified in my court case to get my kids. He's black, and he's a police officer now. Well, he pulled over my daughter and her boyfriend in the driveway of her house, which I've been pulled over by cops in the driveway too. It sounds stupid, but I guess they could do that. Just being dicks. Now, Chris, well, I won't say his last name, but Chris didn't know or realize that that was my daughter, because the last time he seen Ken's was when she was little. You know, he helped me out with my other set of kids. So he was totally dickish to them. Told him he was gonna, like this, like the whole reverse of what we see now on TV. You know, he was, I don't know if he had a bug up his ass or whatever, but he didn't stop his bullshit until her mother came out the house to see what was going on. And he knows her mother and was like, oh my God, you know, I'm sorry, this and that, and totally everything was different. Well, that ain't fucking right. You know, that's my boy. You know, our families are really close. I was invited to his wedding. You know, like I said, he was in my court case so I could win my kids. But that is some dickish bullshit. You know, that's my boy, but that's wrong. You know, and if we ever get to sit like, and it was kind of weird because I didn't hear that story until after I was at the flea market. My daughter was at the flea market. So I bought some barrettes and shit for my granddaughter.
You want one? That's hers.
Oh, this is hers?
Yeah.
Well, I thought you was giving it to me. Fuck it.
Give me your glass.
But, you know, my daughter was sitting at the picnic table. I was giving her some barrettes for my granddaughter. And Chris happened to, you know, plain clothes, walked by, looked at me, was like, what's up? And then he looked down at Mackenzie with, like, the weird eye. Like, oh, fuck, yeah, that is Mark's daughter. So I was like, wow, you know, Chris kind of, and the other time when it came up, walked up to me, said, what's up or whatever. And then Mackenzie told me the story. taking my kid out of it. That shouldn't happen to anybody, and anybody's kid, let alone anybody. Dude, you're a cop. You're a fucking cop. Come on, man. We gonna do another shot real quick. Nostrovia. Look, that's 2 of your drinks that I drank. So if it goes to 3, after 3, you're gonna take 3 of my drinks.
What?
Okay, well, yeah, you said yeah.
Of what?
It'll be Jack Daniels and Red Bull. Fuck it, I gotta stay up. I'm fucking exhausted. I've been up and running since 5.
Me too, but I'm not doing that.
I ain't been partying shit. I had to go to the shelter. From the shelter, I had to go to the junkyard. No, I went to the parts store and then to the junkyard, and then worked on the car. No, I went somewhere else.
Yeah, that's exciting day, man.
Then I went and worked on the car, and from working on the car, I took a shower, got shit ready for this show, so I could do the other show without having to worry about the in-between. Oh, I went and got the liquor. I got the liquor at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, you was kind of early tonight. I was surprised.
Yeah, Greg told me he was here. I didn't believe him.
I didn't give myself a chance. I knew if I fucking sat down, that would have been it. Dude, I got fucked up on some Japanese sake. You remember that sake I brought here?
Yeah.
Well, I took it home and it just sat on top of my fridge, and I didn't want anything like really, really alcohol, cause like heavy, and wasn't really feeling the beer at the time while we were doing the show. So I'm drinking this and I'm drinking it. Remember, it barely has a flavor. It has no alcohol feel to it at all when it hits your mouth. Man, I'd say about a fucking hour into, not even an hour. The show was only an hour. So that was a short time. Maybe about 15 minutes into the show, because I'm tilting it up. It's fucking light like water. Man.
Yeah,
you can even see it. Like, I felt myself like, whoa, wait a minute.
And that went down a little too quick.
There was a couple of times where I stopped myself, like I have to rethink what I'm about to say. Don't say nothing dumb here. But I don't know. I like doing it. It was pretty cool. And I'm hoping that, well, no matter what, and that's one thing I'm very appreciative from Ryan let me do. He makes sure I plug the show and Upside Down Studios as soon as I get there, as soon as it goes live, and right at the end. Because they're all like kind of together with Eargasm, so just that one thing plugs all of them, unless they do their solo shows or whatever.
Yeah.
But being that I'm off to the side or whatever, every fucking time I make sure, and then make sure I tell them about all the rest of the shows too.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm sure nobody wants to listen to my mouth fucking constantly. Shit. Hell yeah. So we're gonna try to get our timing right again. It's about fucking 15 minutes to 10. We're gonna take a quick break, see what the hell else we're gonna talk about, and I think we're gonna talk about the grapes. Remember we were talking about grapes last night? Kind of freaked Ricky out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we might have to hit the grapes. That was a topic for last week that I never got to touch on.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
because last we got all fucked up.
Hell yeah. So we'll be rewind.
What he's trying to say is, yeah, we'll be right back.
I should have Porky Pigged it. That's all, folks.
We back.
Are we back?
Yeah. We here.
We still kind of got this. I don't know. This makes me want to hunt zebras, or chill with the lions. It's like an upbeat fucking safari type music.
Caribbean music? No,
because it doesn't have that drum thing.
Yeah.
I love the calypso drum, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, I tried to do that with a walk. Like, I have a real deal walk, and it looks like a calypso drum, but it just bangs like a piece of fucking metal.
It is not what it's supposed to be.
I had to experiment with it. Somebody had to figure that shit out.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's not like a big deal or a big mystery. I just don't know it because I never researched it. But it's some kind of different kind of metal, and something was done to that metal. No matter how primitive it was to get that sound, but I love the sound.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like bongos. You know, somebody put some fucking hide, you know, whatever hide of whatever beaver or fucking deer or antelope or elk. So they threw it over a barrel or a log. It was like, look, this makes sound. You ever think about that? Like, where did the origin of like music or whatever came from? Because like in all the research that I've done, whether it been religious or whether it been scientific, in even the conspiracy worlds, music, harmonies, vibrations, that is, you know, if you want to do some fucking outlandishly weird shit, that's the way you do it. You know, the portholes were all about sound and vibrations, a different octave. I mean, there used to be women, and I'm sure there still are now, but it's not a thing anymore, so who trains for it? But that were able to find a certain key that they could sing that would break crystal. Not just glass, fucking crystal. Which, according to scientists, isn't really here anyways. You ever hear that shit? Me and Ricky fucking sat and like tweaked out about that before.
Yeah, no, I don't think I have. I don't think I've heard anything about it.
At its simplest explanation, supposedly, and I mean I can't even say supposedly, I know these scientists know more than me, but I could be wrong. So supposedly, quartz crystal vibrates at such a frequency that it's in between dimensions. So I don't understand how that works because I have quartz crystals, but I know quartz crystals are used for a lot of shit. Like, they got a lot of properties that regular rocks don't have. Like, you know, there's quartz crystals in watches. I don't know what they do, but they're in there. There's quartz crystals in phones. There's quartz crystals in TVs. There's quartz crystals in all kind of technology, let alone, you know, witchcraft, and a lot of pagan religions use quartz for magic. And, you know, even a lot of these so-called healers or whatever, you know, these natural, whatever the fuck you want to call them, even say shit about quartz. Or even, you know, smoking. The best fucking dab fucking bowls on the rigs are quartz. You know, they're better than Pyrex. They absorb the heat and they let it go. They cool down quick, which doesn't even make sense. And they're the strongest. So I don't know how I could fucking heat that fucking crystal up with a torch and it be in another dimension also. So if it's in that other dimension, is it heating up in that other dimension? I don't understand. Just like, here's another what the fuck that I don't understand. Way back in the day, I think we discussed this at Ricky's too. Way back in the day, there was somebody who had this theory, or some, you know, dude with money said, hey, we want to build an elevator to the moon. And people are like, what the fuck? Of course, laughed off. Everybody told him he was an idiot. Sure, he lost a lot of money. Whatever. Never heard from him again. Now you flash forward 20, 30 years, and Elon Musk, who is the Tesla of our day, says not only is it possible, but he's already looking into the plans of making an elevator to the space station.
I heard about this.
Here's I'm sure there's a thousand fucking technical and physics wise problems, but just for my dumbass, this is what I come up with off rip. First of all, we, especially me, because I've argued with them, I've found good evidence on their side, but I just, I argue both sides. These flat earthers, nobody really believes these flat earthers too much. I mean, they have their own little group, but for the most part, everybody thinks flat earthers are whack jobs. The only way plausibly that I could think of that an elevator to anywhere out of our fucking atmosphere is if the earth was flat. That's the first thing. What the fuck? Now this is the reason why. They're gonna have this tube, this made out of whatever kind of material, this tube, and they're gonna be able to take not only people but supplies to the space station. We are spinning supposedly so many thousands of miles an hour. Not only are we spinning, but we are going around other shit. So we're orbiting also. So we're spinning as we're orbiting. Supposedly. That's what NASA and history has told us. You put a baseball bat at the end, or a kickstand at the end of the earth, it's bound to fucking hit something. Not only that, the space station does not go as fast around as the earth. It doesn't have the same rotation. So we're adding, even if we are able to connect to that and it can't go, that's just putting an end on the bat. Now we got a mace, like one of the medieval maces, swinging around. Supposedly, according to NASA and scientists, the particles in space, because it's a vacuum, those are all going fucking thousands and thousands of miles an hour. So those are tiny bullets. You would have to have something strong enough that these supposed bullets aren't going to perforate the whole thing. But even if we get past that, we still have comets. We still have, we can't stop the celestial movements. Something's going to come into our orbit. We're going to, our own magnetic fucking tilt and shit. Everything changes every so many years. So, what the fuck is going to happen when we smack a fucking comet? Or when we smack a fuck... But Elon Musk, who, like I said, is the Tesla of our fucking age. And I give it to him. That fucker is... and did you know he's autistic? But he says he could do it. He wants to do it. Now he's already proven everything else that NASA has told us that is bullshit. So we were told that we somehow lost the technology. NASA lost the technology to go back to the moon. Well, the Asians did it, and right after that, fucking Tesla, he got people fucking just joyriding around that bitch. Come the fuck on. I don't think it had to take Tesla to do that, because I watched a lot of them fucking technical videos on that space pod, whatever the fuck. Dude, it was a fucking roller coaster car. That thing was a fucking roller coaster car. It had computers in there that took cassette tapes. There had to be 4 of them. Just, there wasn't. The first Pong, remember Pong? On TV, you know, it was just a line that went up and down with the little thing that bounced back.
Yeah, with the pad.
That game had more memory and had a more powerful engine than the first fucking ship that went to the moon. So you're gonna tell me that we got fucking cars that can park themselves? We got fucking, dude, we got Iron Man suits for our soldiers. There are kids in the Philippines that are playing with real deal invisible cloaks. Like real deal, like Harry Potter type shit. That shit's real. We're just not allowed to have it over here. But we can't go to the moon? No, that's bullshit. And Elon Musk proved that shit. And then if you look real close at the whole, you know, we've had these quantum computers. That whole shit about the quantum computers has died down. Nobody's talking about that. Well, these quantum computers, I'm sure they made more and more and they're stronger now. But they have to be cooled. We have a very, very minimum amount, like to the point where it is damn near priceless, of helium-3 on Earth. But it is abundant on Mars. So if it is abundant on Mars, and we're making all these computers, and we don't have enough helium-3 to fucking power these computers or keep them cool. Wait a minute. Somebody is on fucking Mars already. You know, there, and not only are they on Mars or been to Mars, you know, there is a fucking station that they're bottling this helium-3. If nothing more, you know, we'll take aliens out of it. We'll take all conspiracy. We'll go straight business. And this ain't even Elon Musk. This was a not Corey Good. I forget what the fuck his name was. But he's the guy who developed the quantum computers.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, he said it himself. Now, he explained a very rudimentary way of getting the helium-3 from Mars. But motherfucker, you were already at Mars. Supposedly, we ain't even been that far yet. And that was one of them things that was just blown by in one of his lectures. You know, nobody gave a fuck about the whole mining of the helium-3 and the way they brought it up on balloons, no less. How the fuck is a balloon gonna go through whatever atmosphere Mars has? We'll just say it has an atmosphere like Earth. You know, hypothetical. How the fuck is a balloon going to not only trap this gas? You know, I'm sure they found some kind of apparatus to suck this gas in. But a fucking balloon to float up through the atmosphere, taking all the heat that we've been spending years on the space shuttle on tiles and shit development, so it can absorb heat. These balloons go through that all the way up until it gets to space, where supposedly another ship collects these balloons, kind of like a cartoon. And that's how they get the helium-3. At least back then. This was like, I would say 10 years now. So, wait a minute. Even at that rudimentary fucking system right there, we're at Mars. We're there. We keep saying that we can't get there. That's way past the fucking moon. Wait a fucking minute. I can't understand. I don't understand. What the fuck?
Neither do I, man.
Is Corey upstairs dadding?
I don't know.
Man.
Corey!
Look, I'm gonna go snatch up Corey. I want you to cue up Desperate Cheeto. I'm feeling Desperate Cheeto, even though I'm a Trump supporter. This isn't a break, y'all. This is me going to get the other host. Talk about something, right?
Talk about nothing. They can listen to Desperate Cheeto.
Walking over in her direction. Her action, yeah. I saw her there in the snack section, yeah. Oh, you are a good-looking bag of chips. I bet you go straight to my hips. Make me savor every lick slowly, slowly. Take you to a party, let me show you off. Give everyone a taste just to get me off. I wanna rip you up until I'm choking on the floor. Enjoying every bit until you're gone. I don't know much about relationships, but now I ignore the cheesy nips. Tried so many times, but I've craved you since. Oh yeah, I could have you forever in my life. You're already salty, you could be my wife. You're all that in a bag of chips. Despachitos, Tostitos and the Fritos with my Despachitos. Doritos and the Pringles say stack so neato. You go so pointy, put them on my fingers. Despachitos, cheesy on my fingers from my Despachitos. Flaming hot Cheetos, give my huevositos. Mierda on fuego, but I still don't eat those. And I love my girl like I love my Despachitos. She the only hoe I keep on. Me pequeño burrito. And I want to show her how much she's my favorito. Forever my jalapeno. Learning Spanish so I speak. Punta, 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 adios. Vamos a baño. Me llamo Alejandro. Tu padre es blanco. Tu madre es Evayo. Y me gusta grande bum bum. Mi vecina es Arquivo. Y me gusta bum bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kanye. 7, 6, 8, 9, 10. Donde go to ellas nosotros. Ustedes vosotros. La biblioteca en la piscina. La playa tiene gasolina. ¿Dónde es la escuela? ¿Dónde es la abuela? ¿Dónde es mi pine? Venezuela. Compramos bebés, queramos bebés, volteamos bebés, asáramos bebés, chichis, ventana, codas, ensalada. Yo he encontrado mi pine. Despachitos, Tostitos and the Fritos with my Despachitos. Doritos and the Pringles say stack so neato. You go so pointy, put them on my fingers. Despachitos, cheesy on my
We back?
Mm-hmm.
We back. All right, so
And we got
I had
Corey
to
this
grab
time.
Corey out of the depths of hell, and
Yeah.
I had to call his little man a jerk. I love the little fucker to death, but he's a jerk.
Yeah, you just wanted a snack and Lego Batman on.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
But his mama, yeah,
Dude,
Satan.
you know what's real fucked up?
That he answered the call.
No. It seems like it wasn't just a thing that's to me. I just noticed it with a lot of people. It took me a long time to realize it. But like, my first baby mama, she wasn't the prettiest pup in the litter. She was just, actually I was a dumb kid and she was my first steady piece of pussy. While everybody else was kind of bragging but not getting laid, I was actually getting laid. But stupidly, I wasn't using no rubbers and that. Now I was just raw dog and banging. That's why I got so many kids. But
I was dumb.
not only did my grandfather, before her and I even started fucking, my grandfather one day, I brought her home because I got the new Nintendo, the old school Nintendo, the one that you had to put the match fucking, the matchbook in the cartridge, kind of hold it down and hope you got the game to work. My grandfather looked at me and was like, get that, and he said it, no lie, just like this, dude. Get that fucking whore out of my fucking house. You're not bringing any whores in my house to fuck. And I'm looking at him like, I don't even jack off, man. Well, this was a friend of mine. We were going to play, what the hell? Later on in life, after her and I was together for a little bit and, things didn't go south yet, somebody that I looked to, like, she was like a mom to me. A good friend of mine's mom, Miss TT, looked at me just out of nowhere one day and was like, look, you ain't got to worry about nobody else. The one that's going to fuck you over is that one right there. I'm like, nah, man, that's my boo. It's 2 warnings. My mom threw a fucking crystal fucking candle. Like, I was the baby, dude. My brother was a crackhead. I was the fucking, I got whatever I wanted up until I told my mama that I was going to be a daddy.
You're a man now, boy.
Dude, when that fucking crystal fucking candle holder came towards my head, the dent is still in my mom's wall. That was it. But them 3 warnings right there, and out of all the hell that I've been through in my life, they were right. That bitch right there was the one to fucking give me the most shit. Fucking crazy. Like, I will never be ashamed of my kids, but I am very ashamed of my choice of their mothers. And each one of them got their fucked up things from, their own little fucked up things, but they're fucked up things. I mean, there's like unforgivables. I won't go into, like, my oldest kid's mom. That's just, I won't even talk about. That was just fucked up, real fucked up. But like, we'll go to my son Derek. If you want to get technical, I was raped. That was statutory rape before that was like, before the Me Too shit and before all that, like the teachers fucking kids. Nobody gave a fuck.
That ain't right, man. You knew what you was doing. I knew what I was doing every time I did it.
Well,
I mean, when I was underage, the girls was way older than me. I did it every time.
But this is the way it happened, though. First of all, yeah, I kind of knew what I was doing, but I was still like, dude, I was like 15, 16 years old. I was the only one that came close to, I was fucking.
At that time, I had a couple scares of baby mamas.
Now.
Never happened, though.
Now.
Cheers.
She was 24. Cheers. She was a friend of my cousin's and went into, she went to go to the bathroom. She was drunk and went into my room after the bathroom. And I didn't find out that her kid.
That's what she said.
What was going on the whole day?
I wasn't with them.
Just so happened.
My cousin used to come, like when she used to go partying and shit, she wouldn't go home because her mom would fuck her up. So she'd come to my house because my mom was cool with her. My mom, I didn't get the cool mom. She got the cool aunt, fuckers. Anyways, she ended up in my room. at least like 4 years later, you know, I get child support papers. I'm thinking it's from Maria's mom. Nope, this other kid. I paid the most in child support for him. But if that shit happened now, I might have had a chance. But back, that was statutory rape off the rip. You know, I wasn't even 16 yet. Like, 16 is age of consent now, which is still kind of fucked up. But, you know, that's age of consent. Mm-hmm. So, you still getting a little bit of trouble, but not as much as if it was, behind that. But, dude, my mom's lawyer looked at her and was like, the judge will laugh at you. Don't even bring up statutory rape. Motherfucker. After almost $50,000, and that is no exaggeration, because I was behind 30 at one time. After 50 grand worth of child support, bitch, laugh all you want, motherfucker. You better start looking at the law. It took some fucking little Mexican kid fucking a teacher for that shit to all get changed around. It's terrible.
Didn't he fuck her again too when she got out?
Dude, she broke her probation to fuck that kid, dude.
Again, boom.
And then, like, when he wanted to get, like, he wanted to get rid of her and shit, and she fucking went all ape shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean...
But he went back again, so how you gonna charge with that? Like, that shit's just dumb right there. Well, the first time I understand, but the second time... How ain't that kid know better if he didn't?
The youngins.
I mean, I don't know.
Like I got a real mixed issues with the youngin' thing.
It's different extents for how I feel on the
young
age
because,
shit.
I mean, like... If my daughter, if like my 15-year-old daughter is chilling there, one of my boys is there, and they happen to just spit game, and you know he's trying to fuck. No, that shit ain't happening, motherfucker. But now, if my 15-year-old daughter is a whore and on her third kid, yeah, you know what? My dude got a job. My dude got his own house. My dude could take care of you because no smart motherfucker is gonna take care of a fucking 18-year-old girl with probably 5 kids by that time. Yeah. You know, you done ruined your life. You better find somebody now. You know, I don't give a fuck how young you are. You done broke that barrier already. You know, so there's a difference there. Or even with the Epstein Island, you know, Scotty and I like kind of argued this, and he kind of got heated with it. But he's absolutely right in his views, but he doesn't look at it from the way the world is. I brought this up before, but I'll say it again. All these girls, these young girls that they found, well, not, I would say 90% of the girls that they found on this island were girls from like Africa, girls from Brazil, girls from the poorest parts of the world. Yeah, they were vulnerable, but yeah, they were living in huts. A lot of them were not only fucking their dads, but their grandpas and their cousins and shit. A lot of them, if they even attempted to get educations, they were worth less than a goat. I looked that shit up. It's fucked up. Now, you take this innocent girl and you take her out of that situation. You give her, first of all, you give her medical attention because she probably ain't had a fucking vaccine in ever. But after that, you give her real food that she doesn't have to sell her pussy for. Well, eventually she will, but...
No, how you said it outside
she gets real food. No matter what. She gets nice clothes. She gets to learn how to read. She gets a education. She gets to go to fucking parties like that we can't even go to. And at the end of it all, what do you gotta do? You gotta fuck an old guy. One old guy. Not a village of old guys. Not being sold for a chicken. and you know, the likelihood of AIDS is fucking like it's more it's not in your favor. You know what I'm saying?
You're good. Stay away from certain people.
You know what? If a 13-year-old girl could avoid getting gang fucked by the family and only having to fuck one old guy and you get a shit ton of stuff afterwards, if I was 13, I'd be like, fuck you guys, I'm running away. I'll fuck Epstein. Give me my Ferrari.
For real?
You know, let me, I gotta suck this old guy's dick and I get the limousine to the party where all the steaks at.
No, go back to the crib and tie him up and take everything.
Nope. I wouldn't be ungrateful as fuck. I wouldn't be ungrateful And even with the Harvey Weinstein thing, dude, you notice the only women that came forth on him was 2 American women?
Ungrateful Americans, how about that?
All the rest of them women were European and they didn't give a fuck. The American women were caught on tape saying, "Oh baby, I just hate when you treat me like a booty call." Bitches.
Because they lost what they had and now they're jealous. So they gotta make money somehow.
That's all it was, but he paid the price for it.
Well, he knew
I
what
ain't
he was
saying
getting
what
into.
he did was right, but I'm saying they knew what the fuck it was.
He knew what it was when he signed.
That's it. You know, we all know. We ain't in Hollywood, but we all know to get somewhere, especially a female, to get somewhere in Hollywood, you fucking somebody. If you want to go, like, if you want to just avoid that talk and go conspiracy, you got to sell your soul to the devil. But either one, you're either selling your soul or your fucking pussy to get anywhere in Hollywood if you're a female. And from what I hear, fucking dudes too.
Yeah.
But that's mostly in the music game.
Don't leave that out.
So, I mean, we all know that. So if we happen to get into that fucking, you know, that industry, say I end up being a fucking singer and I can get to this fucking heights of platform, but I gotta suck some dude's dick. You know, that's a decision I'm gonna have to weigh out.
But you gotta live out for the rest of your life. That's on you to make. If that's the way you make it. How you gonna feel about it?
This is the way I look at it.
You're gonna look at that every day like, damn, why did I suck it?
This is the way I look at it. If I suck that one dick,
yeah,
and not only my family, but his family and your family and the rest of my people's family is taken care of, dude, not only am I sucking that dick, I'm rubbing the balls and I'm playing with the nipples.
You're going porn on it.
Because you know what? At the end of the fucking day, what one dick is, and I took care of everybody.
You're better than me.
Shit. And you know me and my issues with penises by me, even by my face.
Get away from me, bitch.
You know, even in the trains that I've been in, the orgies, you know, the penises weren't there. No, I take it back. One time I tried the whole DP thing, but it didn't quite work out. So that was about the closest penises were to each other. But either way, you know, I was plugged into a vagina, so that's heterosexual off the rip. But even while I'm sucking that dick, I'm still straight. You know, just because I go to Europe, I come back to America, that don't mean I'm European. I didn't sign no citizenship. Nope, I'm making that. You drink that right now. Next one's is Jack Daniels.
Okay.
That fucking syrupy shit's gonna have me had a shits tomorrow, man. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Well, we went way past our break, but since we took that little fine Corey issue, we're gonna keep going for a minute.
You're only an hour and a half in.
Yeah, but usually at every 45 mark, that's when we take the break. At least I tried to.
Don't blame your break on me.
You still got another 15
Nope,
minutes?
I told everybody that wasn't a break. We was just going to find you.
Oh my God, I told you. Little man blew my cover.
Like you don't want it, motherfucker.
I do want it.
I do want it. I said,
I do a lot of shit that I shouldn't do.
Look, the only reason why I bought these motherfuckers is because you said, I don't like beer, but, you know, the stuff that your dad drinks, you know, that's the only thing I can drink. So
about puking, yeah, it is. It's shit nasty. This shit don't taste as bad.
it's good shit. And you know what? It's expensive shit, but a lot of people talk shit about it. I don't get it.
A lot of people that drink beer do talk. Everyone that drinks beer talk shit about this. And they look at me, and I'm
This
like,
gets
I
me
don't
just
drink.
as fucked up as any other regular beer. I ain't talking about no whatever Locos or whatever shits. And it's got a better flavor to me.
Yeah, McAlter.
And
They listen now, I want some money for that.
I got to drinking this shit at concerts. Because like, I totally quit drinking beer. But when you go to concerts, beer already is $5. You drink your fucking shot, that's like $8 to $10 depending on the concert. Man, you learn to drink what's there.
I believe
and
it.
They usually have Coors Light, Mix Ultra, and Bud Light. And I can't stand
Like I
Coors
said,
Light or Bud Light.
all the shows I've seen in bars, their fucking prices go way up than just going to a regular night. So I can only imagine going to like a big concert.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, I've never been in one, so I don't know. I mean, I've seen big acts at like fucking fairs or like in bars, but never seen them at like a stadium.
See, I'm not gonna lie. Even when I was broke, I was like a whore for that shit. So if I was going to a concert, I'm gonna, if I gotta save for months, I gotta sit up close. Or we gonna get up there. Because if not, then we're gonna end up like Greg and I was. You know, we didn't even watch concert. We were all fucking mosh. It wasn't even a mosh pit. We were WWF.
I be in that motherfucking kicking. I already know how I'm gonna be. Yeah. That's why I'm trying to go.
But
you might not be able to find me.
To see a real deal concert, and pay attention is the shit. You know, I love being up close. No lie, the best concert I ever saw. And I had to lie about it until afterward because the people I went with are assholes and they would have fucked it up for me. But Trans-Siberian Orchestra, dude. You ever hear of them?
No.
Yeah, you've heard of them.
I probably
did. They do a lot of
music with us, like a lot of metal bands too.
All right.
But
yeah, they're actually really good. Yep, that's all you.
It's like it's an orchestra with metal shit
that's
to it,
Jack.
But they do a whole show.
This Jack?
No.
Oh, I'm about to say.
No, Jack's gonna be next.
Oh, yeah, okay, for y'all.
Slovia. But not only was the show good, but I mean, the music was so crisp. You know how you get them, especially the Cavelli Center.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't have that shit exactly the right way, it sounds like crap. You know, it just does. I've seen plenty of good bands where there were other places that sounded excellent, but we're in there and it's just, I don't know what causes it, if it's technical, if it's, I don't fucking know. TSO was on point. On fucking point, dude. But like, I don't know, man. I personally like the smaller bar ones. Like when we saw Head PE,
yeah,
like we were like right there. Like we were right, like the sweat came off that motherfucker while he was screaming Renegade.
We went, me and Kathy went a couple months later to the same place and went.
I wanted to go. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And the lead singer, dude, he ended up coming out. He was standing in next to me in the middle of the fucking crowd singing a song, dude. It was fucking insane.
That's why I like the smaller bars.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I mean, yeah, but
there's a lot
I've seen that. I want to see the other side of it too.
The bigger ones. Cool.
I mean, like I've seen like I said, I've been to like hella like concerts and like bars, and like I'm like close up. But I want to see like when you go in, like a big like you know. Like,
you want to see a big venue?
Yeah, I didn't see that yet.
All right.
I kind of know what you're saying because even though I prefer a smaller venue.
Yeah,
because most likely a smaller venue, especially the way I am, I'm going to end up talking to somebody up there. But I noticed, especially when I was younger and I was like real novice to the whole concert shit, that whole feeling, that being there, that whole rush of that, you know, it's not only just the people on stage, but it's just, you know, it's a whole different feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas when you're in like a bar venue scene, you're on your toes, you're kind of more aware. When you're in that huge of a fucking stadium, and I mean, I say huge because that's just us. We haven't been to any real deal ones. And yeah, not even the one I seen in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Because I could imagine. I could just imagine. But just that feeling there, like when I saw Godsmack or Nine Inch Nails for the first time, like, and I was actually in the fucking like stadium seats. I had seats and paid attention to shit. Or when I saw the titty from the girl from Perfect Circle pop out, that's how close I was. But dude, and right after that, I was smoking a blunt. My smoke was on Trent Reznor's head, like while he was singing. Right there.
Yep.
That feeling is fucking awesome. But again, you know, that's kind of like it's like a roller coaster ride. You know what I'm saying? You want to ride that every once in a while, but this is my stroll over here. I love being more up close and personal because I don't know if it's programmed now, but I turn everything into work. So everywhere I go, I'm like, oh, I'm from Upside Down Studios. Could I get an interview with you?
That's how, but that's
still bitter
dedication
about
though.
Overtime, dude. I fucking love that band, and them people were so cool. And the audio on my phone.
Were they Overtime?
Was it Overtime?
Yeah, Overtime.
Dude, they were so cool, and my fucking audio sucked so bad that I feel like I made myself look stupid.
That's where you went that one night?
Yeah, nobody wanted to fucking go with me.
I ain't have no
And
money.
it was cheap as fuck.
I mean, but it looked good though. Like when you said, I mean, not the audio, but like just what you was recording. It looked like it was like a nice show. Like a lot of people, like it was getting kind of alright. Like I ain't gonna say live. I don't know.
Yeah, I have to. Right now, I will have to say that the Cool Pad Legacy sucks ass. I don't know what kind of Asian fucking technology this bullshit is, but fuck this phone. Fuck it.
Yeah, that sound was terrible. You should just did
not only phone. That, like it not only ruined that, but for the first, I had to go through Google to save fucking contacts. I lost so many good contacts from people that I interviewed. Like we were invited. You remember to to do a New Year's party?
What with Haji?
Remember No Love?
Yeah. Haji.
Yeah, totally lost his contact because of that fucking phone.
Yeah,
totally. The kid who, it wasn't even all rap. It was kind of like a metal rap with the one leg out at that show. That kid was fucking phenomenal, dude.
I ain't seen that.
Man, he needed somebody to mix his shit up, and I kept telling him about Greg. This before we knew about Don, but regardless, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And all about it. Nope, lost his shit. Who's the other dude? And I've
noticed with a lot of these groups that we've been coming across is that they lose interest. They end up either, responsibilities come and they can't deal with it no more and deal with their responsibilities. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I've been seeing a lot of that.
Oh yeah, that's kind of how
it's shitty.
The universe weeds them out.
Yeah, it's shitty, but
that's where you get the one-hit wonders.
Well, I mean, not only that, but they don't even make it to that when they could be doing better. You know what I mean? But
I feel it.
You got to do what you got to do.
When you get into shit like that, you have to be all in.
Yep.
And that's why a lot of people say, they lose their family or they lose their wives or whatever for this career or whatever. But if that's a passion, that's a passion. And if if that person knows you off the rip like that, then they accept it or, they just got to move on.
Yeah.
Fucking sucks.
Yep.
Just choice, man. But either way, gotta have love for the fucking, what was the old saying? It's not the fucking destination, it's the journey.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about all that. Because I've been on plenty of journeys where I'm like, fuck, you know what? Could have did without that. Because I got to the destination and wasn't all that good.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wasn't all that good. I took a limo to somewhere I should have Ubered. And then plenty of them motherfuckers right there.
Speaking of limos, I think one of the best nights I ever had in a limo was when we all went out to fucking Newcastle to see Mushroom Head and shit.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
I heard about that.
Best fucking limo night ever.
But there was one, like, a silly issue we had. What was it?
It was
something about not fitting somebody in the
the problem was we had too many people and not enough room in the limo, so people had to follow us, and nobody wanted to because they had to drive back from fucking Newcastle. All fuckered up.
Shit, that was me, you, and it wasn't Scotty. Me, you, and
basically the issue was that there was people that were coming, and then people that threw money in on the limo. Okay, so the people that threw the money in on the limo were in the limo, and then now people that didn't want to throw money in were like, well, we'd rather ride with you, and that's where the small issue came about.
What I was saying, though, I wasn't fucking moving because I was one of me, you, and it was
Scotty.
Nah, I don't think it was Scotty. I think Scotty was later on. It wasn't Poe. Because Poe came out like last too. We had a whole fucking limo full of people though.
Basically, alright, look, I'll put it this way. Me, you, and Scotty all threw the money in on the limo.
And I had no clue Mushroom Head even was. Like I just knew.
You did, but you didn't.
I just knew their cool face. They had the Grendel face.
Yeah, but
I like them now.
It was the three of us threw the money in. So again, it was me, Kathy, Scotty, and Amanda, and then you. You came here. And then we all jumped in the limo and went and picked up Scotty.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Jim and Nikki were following us out there.
No way that we weren't getting in that bitch.
Well, here was the thing too, is that Chuck, fat bastard, threw in some money too on the limo, and we still had to go get him.
I don't remember him being in that limo.
He was in a limo with us.
I'd have thought I'd remember that smell.
Yeah, he was in it with us.
Even at his most, I guess I would have to say, I ain't gonna say what kind of funeral, but I seen him at a funeral, and that was the cleanest I've ever seen him, and he still smelled like fat bastard. You know, my son smells like ham, so I won't. You know. Ah.
Yeah.
Either way, he was stinky.
A little
stinky.
A little off mic conversation going on over there. Sorry. But yeah.
Hey, you know he's gonna be back in town within the next 2 weeks.
Who?
Fat bastard.
Yeah. Good, I guess.
Yeah. I'm just curious. I want to see if Fat Bastard is still Fat Bastard. Because you know, you don't get to you don't get to eat as well out in the other countries.
Not on here. We're gonna leave that shit off. But yeah. I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm trying to wonder this.
And I want to meet the chick who came from the Sand People, your cousin.
Uh-huh.
You know, like, of all people, like, I don't even know her, and she just loves everything I say.
And she
She's
loves
awesome.
everybody, dude. She loves everybody on the show. Like, everybody.
She got the Sand People talking, like, listening to me.
Yeah. But, yeah, we're talking about my cousin Lori.
She coming this way?
Shout out to whoever
she lives down in Tennessee.
Oh.
That's where me and Kathy went on our honeymoon and shit when we went down to Tennessee.
Really?
Yeah, we went down to her house and hung out down there for the week doing shit.
I thought you were talking about the one from, you know, over fucking wherever she's at.
No, that's the same.
I think-
That's the same one. She
people
finally
down in
just got back
Tennessee, too.
home. I think today. I think she just got back to her
Oh,
home.
okay.
Yeah, when all this Corona shit started, she
Yeah.
was over there and couldn't get back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I
yeah,
thought
people
she was
listen
there
to us
way
from
before that.
everywhere.
Like,
Huh?
is she in the military or whatever, or she was just chilling over there?
Where? Over in the...
The Sandlot.
No, dude, she's married to an Arab, and his family's over there. She goes over and visits family and shit like that. Yeah.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie, and this sounds
Well, that's what I'm saying.
like
is,
racist, and it sounds like bigotous. And it sounds all kind of bad, but I'm just sorry. Like I've seen it happen. Like I witnessed it because my aunt was real, tight with a lot of Arab people. Like they have a bad habit, and they don't think it's wrong. They see nothing wrong with it. They have a bad habit of like maybe finding American wives, or bringing their wives here, and then all of a sudden taking the kids and going back to wherever they came from, and you're not getting your kids back. Or usually with the American ones, you're not allowed to leave there, because once you're over there, you don't have your American rights, and that's your husband, so you'll get fucked.
Which one
This is gonna be Jack. So I mean, because my daughter dated like an Arab, like Abraham story
Arab.
Arab,
That one,
and
let me know.
she was all about the money, and she was all about this and that. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Don't have me going to no Sandlot trying to, I'm not Liam Neeson and shit. You know what I'm saying? I might take a few of them motherfuckers out, but, honestly, you'll be riding a motherfucking camel for a long fucking time. And, again, that sounds bad, but, man, I've seen it happen. I know it happens. So that's why a lot of people don't understand. I say a lot of the shit that I say because I've actually witnessed it. It isn't like, oh, my friend's friend said that. No, I done seen that shit. I didn't seen illegals. I didn't seen, the dope. I didn't seen the racism coming from one end and not the other. And I've tried to understand the other point of view, and you don't get any real information. You get just more fucking hate. I mean, you never beat racism with racism. Never.
Exactly.
Cheers and shit on the Jack.
Slovia. Now, we're going to say yeehaw, because that's white people shit.
White people.
Now, why wasn't that racist?
Because that was like the realest shit you probably said in a long time.
Get him, Corey. Get him.
You know, I'll keep it real. I always tell him.
Well, I'm
you
just
know,
saying,
Yeah.
you know, I would say that, yeah, but
I ain't sending shots. I'm just keeping
no,
it real with you.
if I'd have like had some Hennessy and I had said some like ghetto shit,
But listen, if I ain't
people
know you,
would've got
Marco,
really mad.
if I ain't know you, I'll think the same thing everyone else that don't know you thinks of you. I ain't lying. You know you my dude, I'm gonna tell you, but yeah. But I know you, so you keep it 100, because you the same way I am. But like people that don't know me and the shit I say, they think I'm racist as fuck.
you know where this started,
I
and
had to kill
I
a
don't
couple
know
people.
why
A
it
child
started,
almost
but you know
killed a couple
where
people
it
over that
started.
shit.
Like, it always like bothered me the whole, again, because being brought up, like I said, I was brought up with mostly black folks and Puerto Rican folks
Yeah.
in the projects and,
And everyone
shit like
don't
that.
know that.
So everybody
You can't be yourself around
from
everyone.
where I was brought at, it was that whole against white people type shit. Well, I never really got to hang out with too many white folks, so everybody used to fuck me over were black people and Puerto Rican people and shit like
See,
that.
that wasn't
the
like
people
that.
in the hood.
A couple miles away from where you was at, it was never
You
like
know,
that for me. It was just red and cops. That's all
So-
you stayed away from.
We stayed away from cops and shit like that there, but it was, I didn't get a chance to see that other side. So as I got older and I got to meet, and hang out with my white friends,
I know.
I realized, wait a minute. This white girl's fucking me. She don't give a fuck what I'm Puerto Rican or if I'm from the hood. Wait a minute. This white kid right here thinks I'm cool and wants to go kick it with me.
Why are you pointing at me?
Wait, because Greg is one. I've known Greg since I was a kid, man. He's basically one of the ones where I came out of my show and I'm like, wait a minute.
That's fucking profiling. No, go
That's
ahead.
true. Profiling saves lives. So like I got to see that other half, and I realized the way I was brought up was very fucking racist. It was very racist against white folks. That's why I always say the most racism I've ever experienced was black and Latinos against white folks. Whereas I see more and more now, as I get older, white folks defending people of color to an unreal extreme. So even like the black folks, like, what the fuck are you doing, man? You're going overboard. But still, there's a lot of them that want to ride this, nothing's ever changed, and this and that shit. Come on, man. I mean, I believe in, like, socio-economical, like, profiling or racial prejudices like that. But as far as that skin color, yeah, it's still there here and there. But it's nowhere near as bad as everybody keeps fucking saying it is. Just because something is flashed on TV at more and more of a rate don't mean, yeah, okay, 3 black kids got fucking killed by cops. But nobody's putting up how many white kids got killed. I'm not saying that there was, I'm not saying that there wasn't. But we don't have a comparison. Why does it have to be black kids? Why can't it be 3 kids got killed by a cop?
Exactly, but no one ain't gonna. No. That's the whole difference.
My thing is kids in that whole situation. When
No
it
matter
comes to
who you
when it-
are, if you get
yeah.
killed, it's fucked up. Unless it's for a reason.
Right. There should be the color should not matter.
No, it don't.
And a lot of people just don't get that. And then,
But that's how the
black
media
folks
sucks
that
you
I argue
in,
with,
and everyone
who do
in.
have a few good points, still come back to that whole, well, I can say this, but you can't say that.
I grew up with that my whole
I am
life.
for true equality.
Yeah.
True equality. If you're going to call me a cracker, then I should be able to call you a nigger. There's no way that you should be able to say one thing and I shouldn't.
See, that's different.
I didn't oppress you, especially me. I'm Latino, so I'm American, but we'll go with the standard. I'm Latino. I didn't oppress you. I didn't make you. Nobody. You know what? If you really look into history, your people fucked my people. So,
But when you take it that far, you make it into race. Like me, growing up and going
I
to
don't-
school. Listen, my
I
black
see
friends.
one race.
But listen, some
My
of my
problem
homies is
is
like, I'm
your
about to beat that
fucking
nigga up
attitude,
and go
your
hit
character.
him. But if I say I'm about to go beat that nigga up and go up and hit a black dude, then that's why I got suspended and expelled for some of the schools I went to. Because I'm so used to it. I ain't grow up. I was the only white kid that I ain't have white friends until I was like 18.
I feel you. You
But-
know, I got in trouble for
but I
that too. It
said
came
that
up in
too.
court. You know, just
But-
because, you know, I was brought up like, oh, this is my nigga right here. It didn't matter if you were white or black. Oh, my nigga. My dude BG.
Yeah.
My nigga this, my nigga that. But when I went to court,
But calling crackers and niggas, that's racial, no matter what color. Both of y'all racist for saying that shit, because you shouldn't be doing shit like that.
supposedly,
Yeah.
I want to hear what Greg said.
All right, listen. I'll break it down to you real easily. All right. Everybody and anybody that is racist is taught. Period.
Yes.
Point blank.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm trying to say at
no,
the
listen.
end of
it.
I'll put it to you this way.
Program.
Look at
Nowadays.
I'll look at one of your favorite things, religion. How many different religions are out there?
A lot.
How many people believe in religions?
A lot.
How many people are you going to actually talk to? And I understand, you know, you have a knack for it, but honestly,
Change your mind, what you saying.
yeah, change their fucking mind on, you know, they might have a different outlook on what you said, but in the long run, they're going to go back because that's what they were taught. That's how they were. You understand
No
what I'm
matter
saying?
what color,
That's one of my
who you
biggest
are,
arguments.
is gonna come
Like,
back.
I don't know if you remember, I posed that question to Jared. You know, when Jared was in his big Bible thumping days. If you weren't brought up to know who Jesus was, if you were brought up, like say in the jungle, you had nobody taught you any kind of higher power. You just learned to survive. Maybe afterwards somebody taught you how to read or whatever, but you had no idea of any kind of religion. Are you going to believe in God? Or, if you take one of these people who think Allah is the savior and going to give you all these fucking women, all right, well, take your kid. Take that same kid from that person and take him away from that. And raise him with no even idea of a higher power. Just to be good to people and to be cool. You think he's going to fucking believe in any kind of, whether it be tan or a white guy on a cloud or whoever the fuck. You really think they're going to believe in that shit? No, because it's illogical. You know, a lot of that shit was made up to control people. You know, and I really hate, you know, again, I don't take anybody's religion away from them or their faith. Or I try not to, unless you fuck with me. I haven't done it in a long time. But don't fucking come at me with your bullshit, and don't try to say that there's nothing wrong in what you're saying. I'm open-minded. For the longest time, it was just Enki and then Lil to me. But then after that, I realized it went above that. So, yeah, Enki and then Lil created us. But, you know, they were our masters or they were our gods like we're our dogs' gods. You know, there was a higher up there. You know, it's just a chain of fucking shit. But I could be wrong. And I know I could be wrong. You know, at the end of the day, it could be Hypnotoad that's really the higher power. Or there could be no higher fucking power.
You want one of those, or you want one of your Jack ones?
I think I'm gonna chill with this for a minute.
Right. Lisa, you ain't got a choice.
And that, like I said, the one thing that pisses me off the most, if you are gonna claim a religion and you are gonna defend that religion, know what the fuck that religion is about and be able to defend it. Don't come at me with your horse shit and then not know dick about it. You know, and I don't care what age you are, because I know a lot of fucking kids that are teenagers that know the Bible, the Quran, the Book of Mormon a lot better word for word than any fucking elder or whatever the fuck they're called now. Age of technology, that shit comes up in a PDF now. You know, it isn't like when we were brought up or our parents were brought up. You do realize that us and our parents and our grandparents they know the Bible because it was taught to them by a priest or a pastor. They don't know the Bible because they read that shit. Well, the majority of them. You know, we know what we know from the Bible, or we knew before I started studying it, from the Bible, from what the preacher said. Well, the preacher never talked about Lot's daughters getting him drunk and fucking him and having kids. You know, the whole story of Sodom and Gomorrah was not about gays at all, even though, you know, people love to say that shit. Nothing that the pastor or preacher ever said that what God really punished people for was straight sex. Because if you go back in time, and this is nothing that I believe in, this is straight Bible, biblical. Whether you want to go Torah, whether you want to go fucking Catholic or Christian, whatever the fuck. That Bible, when God decided to flood the earth, you know, it was supposed to get rid of the Nephilim, the fucking angels he forgot about. But he came down, and I believe it was either Raphael or Michael went to this was before Enoch. He went to the head of, I think his name was Azazel, of the Nephilim, and told him, "You are an abomination, and because you lie with the daughters of man the way you lie with us." That's almost word for word. Now think about that. Up until maybe 200 years ago, 300 years ago, angels were depicted as what? Men. All fucking men. Angels were always depicted as men. Just up until recently, the past fucking few hundred years, there were women. No, there weren't.
Okay.
Look it up.
Last few hundred years? Alright, I got you.
Yeah,
okay.
but then the and then before women were introduced, they were babies. They got changed into cherubim. Which, if you look up cherubim, I don't know how that got changed to babies. But, hey, whatever. But they were men. So, if you take that Bible verse, you laid with women like you lay with us. Even at its best, them angels were hermaphrodites, and they were still having some kind of gay shit. But if not, and they were lying with each other, then that's man on man. That means God, your God, Yahweh, didn't like straight sex, or this had nothing to do with sex, or the fucking Nephilim at all. I mean, you know, it don't take a rocket scientist to figure that out.
No.
But your pastor, your priest says, no, there was bad people, and God decided to get rid of the bad people, so he flooded the earth. Huh? You took out the whole verse about there was Nephilim in them days and afterward. And the Nephilim are in every religion. It's in the Jewish Bible. It's in the fucking... It's in the pagan Bibles, in witchcraft. There's the Guardians of the Watchtowers. You know, they're in the fucking... the Quran.
It's in everything, huh?
So... But your priest will totally not talk about that.
No, and you also try to rub up on the ball sack that barely even dropped.
Well, that's why I kind of go Christian-wise. It's like Catholic light. It's like all the same shit of the Catholic shit.
I'm just saying, if God was real and that motherfucking one of his fucking voices did that, why won't he strike him dead right then and there? Why would he let him keep doing
God works
that?
in mysterious ways, remember?
That, yeah, I guess that's what that book said. I've been written by like 20, 30 different people, but maybe even more, because the bitch changes every time they print a new copy. So I don't know. And
It's
no,
a rewrite.
and
It's BWR.
And that
Wait a
wasn't
minute,
shot.
no.
Yeah.
BRW. Yeah.
That wasn't shots fired. Unless it went over your head, then yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But
The way I look at it, especially like from what I believe in now, there's a good possibility that Yahweh could have existed. There's a good possibility that Osiris could have existed. Buddha could have existed.
yeah, that might have been the motherfuckers' names. That don't mean they did what the fuck they saying they did.
Well, no, throughout the ages, according to what I did research on, there was different higher powers, but they did pass on. Even though they were there for millennia,
I believe it was a God and
like
a Jesus
Sophia.
Christ, but that was the people's names. They ain't do what the fuck they
Sophia
said
was
they did.
the ultimate entity in what I believe in.
Yeah.
It was a female, if you want to call it a god or whatever, but Sophia was the one. She made the demiurge, and the demiurge was jealous. It was like, you know, you see everything stolen from them stories. But as that story goes on, there were entities that she made that controlled different things and that did different things. So how do we know from that story on, okay, so Yahweh did shit for this so many times, and then he passed on, and then Allah did this for so many times,
Yeah.
then he passed on. Why is it always, it all happened at the same time and it was only one of them and fuck yours? Well, yeah, that don't work that way.
Them motherfuckers was getting high and was like, man, we're about to write this book and have everyone fucked up for the rest of the time. That's what I would have did if I was back then. I would have made y'all believe a bunch of shit that ain't happened just to fuck with y'all.
All right, so we hitting about 11:23. We gonna take a quick break and we gonna finish this up with all the love to our folks and all that shit there. So yeah, we'll be back. What the fuck this guy?
fed, well fed, well fed. Well fed, well fed, well fed, well fed.
Yo, MBC.
We motherfucking back?
Yep.
Alright, so we got 30 minutes left here. We just came back from break.
Oh, yeah, we did.
And we got thoroughly fucking hammered because Greg was pushing off this nasty ass
We did a lot in that break.
Yeah. So,
Fuck you, man.
First of all, I
Take
want to
it-
give
take
a
this
shout
with you,
out
but
to
goddamn,
all our new
slow it down.
listeners and all our new followers.
Yeah, I know. See? I don't know
y'all
no better.
done?
No, I don't know no better. I just said this.
Did this shit while that fucking instrumental
I
was
said I
playing.
don't know no better, Marco. I'm sorry. Get back to what you're saying.
No, that don't work. That don't work at all. That might have worked maybe like 9 months ago, a year ago.
If you have a vagina, it would
that
work.
don't work now. That's like looking at
I
a
guarantee
cigarette
that.
pack. I'm
I know
gonna
that.
sue because I get cancer. No, bitch. Read the side of cigarettes. It says it gives you cancer.
Yeah. And even if it didn't, I ain't gonna sue because I already knew better. Yeah.
That's it.
That's the type of dude I am. I don't give a fuck. That's why I went to jail a
you
couple
can't use
times.
that shit
I
that you
admit it.
didn't know.
Yeah, I knew what I was doing, Judge. But I didn't give a fuck because I needed that money, and I went to jail for a couple months. It happens.
Yeah.
You gotta be 100 sometimes.
You know why I haven't done that? It's because, yes, sir. No, sir.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir. I won't do it again, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, sir. Goodbye.
Or it might have been white.
And
reason
that
why I
right
got
there-
out most of it. I don't know. However you
That
look
right
at it.
there has got me out of more trouble than anything else.
Yeah, it does. Telling the truth. And people say because I'm white. Like my black friend said, no, because
even
you
when I
white,
got
that's why you
pulled
got in
over.
trouble. No, motherfuckers, y'all told them 10 different stories in 5 minutes of what you was doing. That's why y'all got in trouble.
I got pulled over under the
Yeah.
bridge by the studio. There was weed in the car. That's what I got charged with. They let me go, but I still got a ticket and all that shit.
They take your weed?
Yep.
They smoke that.
And I got a speeding ticket.
Or the woman did.
So when I went in there, the judge asked me, we're going to split this, this, and it's 3 charges. What do you plead? Well, guilty, Your Honor. I was speeding. I'm a radio host. I was late for my show.
So they ain't charged you with the weed?
I'm sorry.
Not to cut you off, but you ain't get charged with the weed in court?
Oh, yeah. The first charge was speeding.
All right, go ahead.
And it was like, the judge looked at me like he ain't never had somebody tell him the truth before. And he slapped on the wrist. He was like, well, what about the possession and the marijuana, or paraphernalia, because I had a bowl. It was in my car, Your Honor. Whether it was mine or not, it was still in my car. It's my responsibility. So,
All right, at least it's been 1 minute.
and I got a slap on the wrist for that too. Now, my aunt got pulled over with the same amount of marijuana because, and the same court, same judge. She got a fine that was so big she had to sell her truck, and she got 6 months fucking tag, like ankle bracelet probation. Do you know why? First of all, she motherfucked the cop because she thought she was gonna pull that I'm Puerto Rican and you're white and you're racist.
You Democrat.
But then after that, when she got
That's
to
what I called
court,
Greg, my bad.
she called the fucking judge a racist and she called the cops a racist and she acted a fucking fool.
You just took one. I watched you.
So
You is the shit.
right there, it wasn't about your race. It wasn't about your color. It was about you acting a motherfucking fool. And then after you got done, oh, it's because I'm Puerto Rican that I got this big fine. No, it's because you called the judge a fucking racist when he asked you a simple question.
Exactly.
You had a joint. You got pulled over with a joint. That should have went smooth.
Sometimes they let you leave with that joint.
Now,
you're cool.
You
I
start
know.
acting a fool to somebody, nobody realizes. Flip the script. Flip the script. If my aunt was the judge, and somebody would have went in there and was like, nah, fuck you, you're a racist. My aunt would have punched him, let alone gave him a fucking fine. Now, how the fuck you gonna have a fit because, this judge didn't hit you? Really? Don't make a damn bit of sense.
But listen, I seen both sides of that shit. People tell me I got out of trouble because I was white, and I'd be like, no, because I was honest and told the judge the truth. But then I get caught with an ounce of dope, right? And I get a rehab, but my dude get caught with not even a gram and get 4 years in prison. But you understand what I'm saying? And he was black and I was white, so I'm seeing it's fucked up, but I mean, sometimes when you're honest, you get out of trouble, but I ain't, when I told the truth, man, because I got caught with a bunch of dope.
Nobody will look at the honesty, and nobody will look at the attitude. Everybody will look at the color.
Dude, hell no, man, this motherfucker crazy.
Because I honestly feel like your friend, if he would have acted like you, he would have got out of it. And if you would have acted like your friend, you'd have went for 4 years.
I ain't talking about that in the same, same time frame. If I get caught on some bullshit, like beating someone up or something, or got caught when I shot at them people, I told the judge, yeah, man, they tried to stab me and shit, so I shot at them. He let me go and they even charged me. But when I got caught in my dope case, I didn't say nothing, and I didn't even say nothing in court, and they gave me rehab, and my dude get caught with a gram and go to prison. And he ain't have a case, or I ain't have a case, and really, he was better in society than me because he had a job, and he cared about shit, and me, I sold dope and pimp bitches.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I'm saying?
ran
I'm more fucked up than
court,
he was.
though?
No, I didn't say nothing.
Exactly.
He ain't say nothing. And my best friend Trey.
You sure?
Exactly, cause I was there.
Because if he didn't say nothing, he didn't act a fool, then that's some racist
but
shit.
That's what I'm saying. It was.
If he did, like what I'm looking at, go ahead,
I know,
Greg.
I was there, but it wasn't racist. He didn't say nothing. The lawyer talked for him. And Kathy knows who I'm talking about, but Greg, go ahead. That was more fucked up. He was a bad person.
Unless he acted a fool,
he was
that
better
was
in life than me.
racist.
No, it was racist. But I mean, I know people that went to jail because they talk shit and they wonder why they get out and they say you white so you don't go to jail. No, motherfucker.
But again,
in some situations, you was an asshole and went, but my best
again,
friend went to jail
earlier,
way less than what I had.
We got about 2 more generations before them original racists are gone.
Yeah, no.
The ones that everybody claims that is ruling the world or whatever, we got about 2 more generations and they're fucking gone. So now, everybody who's racist from our generation up have no excuse but their own fucking liberal Democrat fucking families to be the way they are. You know, we don't live in that era no more. We don't live in that hanging era.
But
we don't live in that whites only era.
They losing that battle, so they pushing it on people now. That shit should have been dead
that's what
20
I'm saying.
years ago.
There's a lot of people being programmed to that shit. And not only that, but like I was telling the people on the last show, when there is a cop beating down somebody, when there is a cop brutalizing somebody for no reason, who is it? It's a black person. Nobody ever says the white person. But when the school shootings happen and there's mass white kids killed, you don't ever see any black kids killed. No, you're full of shit. There was a lot of black kids, there was Asian kids, there was Puerto Rican kids, there was a lot of motherfuckers.
Most of the mass shootings happens on all different people, whoever was fucking with that kid.
But you don't hear about that.
It's only one shooting that really happened over color, and that was when, South Carolina, when he went in there and shot. Did he shoot up?
No. See, that's the bad thing.
And that wasn't in school, that was a church that I got shot up at that time.
Even you, and you got your ear to the thing, more than most. Okay. But nobody realizes that shit like this has been going on forever. When I was growing up, South Central LA, there was drive-bys constantly. That was like the songs
and that's
that
blacks
they were
killing blacks and Puerto Ricans killing Puerto Ricans and Mexicans.
Everybody was killing everybody, but nobody gave a fuck about that.
No, now they do. When it's something, when it's white killing stuff, any color is racist. But let black cop kill a black dude ain't gonna be on the news. I guarantee it won't.
They make black folks think that by using them few that are pieces of shit, because there are a few that are pieces of shit. By using that, they program a population to be against white people of authority,
or just black like people.
Just like the white folks are programmed in TV and in media to be afraid and to not trust black folks.
Never that. I was just
really.
The
Griswolds. Roll the windows up. Roll the windows up.
That was in a lot more movies. I was even in that movie with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd. What was that?
Trading Places.
Yeah, that was.
And that was actually a story of. It was a biblical story that was remade.
But I mean, that was a lot of racial profiling in that motherfucker too.
But if you look at it all, that was the story a lot.
But listen, a lot of the movies, when they was in the ghettos, why did they only show black people? Why didn't they show white people, gangsters,
Because it's
Puerto Rican?
programming.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's fucked up that we doing that.
Yeah, and people don't understand that.
That shit
And I
need to
have
be
a lot
dead.
of people saying shit on the chat from the
ready.
other show.
Yeah.
You know, how are we being programmed? That's how. And if you don't understand that's how you're being
Movies,
programmed.
music, everything.
Like, you know, I try to take the whole. We were supposed to have this Kaepernick discussion, and I try to take the whole color out of the whole thing because he was the one who made it about color. Nobody else. He did.
But what he did, he should have did outside the NFL. That's the one why I got the
Right.
the
No,
rules
listen,
and the reason
Even if
why.
he didn't,
If he did it-
even if he didn't, somebody else was going to.
Well,
Yeah.
no, but this is my
I'm
problem
happy
with
he
it.
did it, but he ain't have to do it in the NFL
This
and
is
bring
my
that shit
problem.
in. That's why he got cut.
If he
because
did
he
it
did
in
it
the
at a place of
NFL.
business. Listen,
I agree
if
with
you
that.
went
That
in
was his
Wendy's,
job.
if you worked
But-
at Wendy's and you said fuck, you don't disagree
That's
with
the
Wendy's, but if
argument
you
I
bring it
made.
up, you don't
That-
get fired. You gotta do what you
That's
gotta
the
do.
argument I made. But
Yeah.
this is what I'm saying. My biggest issue with this shit is right now we got two people in the news.
wants this shit?
It is
Take
big profile that are gunned down unjustly. No matter what, these two people did not deserve to die. They were both black folks, and it was one was a citizen's arrest, one were cops.
Okay.
Where's Kaepernick now?
Okay.
Where's Kaepernick now? He is in the news right now bitching about his job, not about these two.
He
if
just
he
got
really
signed to the
cared
Jets.
about what he was talking about, he would be bitching about that.
But listen, he got
That's
signed to
my
the Jets
problem.
a month ago. He just signed a contract to the New York Jets a month ago.
No,
Listen.
he's still pissed and moaning about it. That's what we talked about today.
All right,
No,
go ahead, Greg.
They turned that shit down just like the
Okay.
other
No,
one.
I mean, he's still on the
Listen.
roster right now.
Let me
I
explain
just
something to
checked
you.
yesterday.
With that whole situation with him, with the kneeling and the flag and all, or the Pledge of Allegiance and all that.
I'm happy he did it, but the
No, no,
NFL
no.
said
I'm
don't
gonna
bring
break
that
it down.
shit
I'm
around
gonna break
here.
it down both ways.
That's a business decision. They
I'm
don't want
gonna,
that shit.
I'm gonna break
All
it down to you both
I look
ways.
at
I'm
it
defending
at
the
both
NFL, though.
sides,
No.
and
If-
he didn't care.
I ain't looking at it at
No.
both sides. I'm looking
He
at it in the
exploited
NFL.
that.
No.
He had a good
No.
message.
No.
If he'd have did it
No.
the right way, I'd have
Stop.
backed him.
Stop.
But he Jussie Smolletted it.
I don't care how he did it, but he should never brought the NFL into it, and that's why he got cut.
No, I
All
don't
right,
even
go ahead,
look at
go
it
ahead,
like
Greg,
that.
go ahead.
You're right as the job because I use that argument, but being that he don't give a fuck about anything now, he didn't do
But
anything to
that's
show
on
that he
him.
cared about it. He has been pissed and moaning about the NFL. He has not cared about any of his issue.
Then
His
why-
true issue. I would have backed him.
Okay.
I would have an afro right now with Nikes on right now if he would still be with that. But he don't give a fuck about
No.
any of them. It was Trayvon Martin. He looks like the rest of our babies.
That's why the
and that was
NFL
it. That was
Hey.
it.
That's
Hey,
why the
can I
NFL
talk?
gets blowback.
Let me talk. Let me
Greg
talk.
say what he gotta
It
say.
ain't business decision.
We
All
don't
right,
know.
number one.
Yeah.
If you want to make a point visible to everybody in the fucking world and everything else,
Go to Facebook.
when are you going to do it? Now wait, now before you answer me, are you going to do it at Four Seasons Flea Market? Or are you going to do it at the Super Bowl where you got every motherfucking news channel, every goddamn pay-per-view?
Here's what's wrong with that.
If you had a chance
No.
to do your job doing it, would you do it?
No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Hey.
Being
What I'm
that he had
telling,
the
what
clout that he
I,
had and what he was pushing, whether it been you know, I hate
Okay.
CNN, whether it been CNN, ESPN, or Fox, whatever, they would have been dying to hear
Yeah.
from this
In an
man.
interview.
They would have gave him fucking 10, 20, 50. They'd have gave him an hour to speak,
Listen.
and I would have followed him. He would have had
Yeah.
the world to follow him, but he did.
Yeah.
He fucked up at work.
Listen,
Margo.
if you knew you were going to
Margo.
get fired for
Stop.
giving a speech,
Stop.
would you?
Wait.
Would you?
If he would have followed it, if he would have cared about them people for real, I would still be on his side. But he don't give a fuck about them. All
Okay.
he cares about is himself.
Okay, let me explain something to you. All right. If you can make $1,000 or make 1,000 views for Upside Down Studios right now, standing where you're at in life, everything out right now, $1,000 or get 1,000 views for Upside Down Studios, what are you going to do?
That's different.
You know I'm the
You're
wrong
going to lose
person
your
to
job and
ask
everything
that,
you
right?
worked for
Huh?
doing it?
Said you know damn well I'm the wrong person for you to ask.
But hey,
because I would
no,
rather have
no.
Upside Down Studios get the fucking views. I don't care
But
about that
listen,
money.
Okay.
I want to answer you. But
Okay.
hey, if you're going to
So-
lose your job and everything
Stop
you
it.
did doing
Shut
it,
up.
would you
Do
do
that.
it?
Let me talk.
But would you do it?
I wouldn't
Okay,
like
so
that.
again,
Though.
okay,
I care about you, and I care about Upside Down Studios. Kaepernick don't give a fuck about them people who are getting beat up.
Stop and stop and stop. Stop and listen, okay? You saying that, okay? And that's to get our views and make better for right now. You understand?
I even did that if I was broke.
Okay, now let's say that whole situation and you fucked up, and Margot, we've all been there. Hey, you know, I fucked up. I should have done this. You know what I mean? You were trying to make a point, advertise what you were trying to put out there.
I've done it. I've been in the wrong place at the wrong time, made a fool out of myself. I did that shit.
Now,
but I still believed in us.
Now, let's say that choice fucks up your whole life situation with your kids, your wife, and everything else. Okay? Now, are you going to worry about you, or are you going to worry about Upside Down Studios? And now, before you answer me, I'll tell you my truth right now. If it comes to me and my family and me in this bucket studio,
family all day.
You motherfuckers are on your own. I'm telling you right now. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's my choice. You understand what I'm saying?
You can't hate on that.
No, I don't. I don't at all.
So, again,
but
now, like you said, you know, he did this thing. He fucked up because, you know what? He had a point to make. And I'm telling you right now, he made a very damn good choice.
But he did do it.
A very damn good choice when he made his point. Because you know what?
But why is he hating on the NFL for letting it go?
No. Listen. Let me finish.
All right,
when you go to make a point, all right, my man went to make a point, and he chose the perfect point to do it. Because you know what? There was millions of people watching, and now and just we ain't even talking about that point. Let's talk 6 weeks after it. Everything on Facebook, everything on the news, everywhere you look, all you see was Kaepernick.
Yeah, but why blame the NFL and call him racist for cutting him when he knew he couldn't bring that type of shit? It's in his contract. I looked it up. It's in his contract. He wasn't allowed to bring no attention to the NFL.
What I'm saying is that
Kaepernick was right.
He had a very good point, but here's the thing.
Don't blame him on that.
He took a very good choice, but I don't think he had enough ass to back up his point. Because you know what?
I think you're wrong there.
No. The only reason why I say that is because once everything took place, now it's all about what he's doing. It's him and his family. He has to take care of his situation. It doesn't matter what's going on. Like you're saying, he's not there for all these fucking people. You know why? Because he's dealing with his own situation.
And now what I was saying, now you don't hear about the NFL and none of the shit he's doing. All you hear about Kaepernick. That's why the NFL cut him. So why call the NFL fucked up for doing it? Why you hear about
him though?
Because they don't want to be involved in this shit.
Not because of he's doing his issue or his political protest. It's because he wants another try at the NFL and he thinks he's not.
And they gave it to him.
No, he wants a third one, and he's feeling like they're not giving him.
He's been on the team for 2 months now.
Now, I'm gonna address what Greg said.
Okay, go ahead.
Because Greg had a few good points, but
I'm just saying I don't like him because he blamed it on something that he fucked up.
When Kaepernick did the kneeling thing,
okay.
Respect.
The first couple of weeks,
he was sitting on top of the world.
Do you know what they thought Kaepernick or this whole thing was about?
It's about Trayvon Martin. No. That's what it was about. And the cops.
It started with the Trayvon Martin thing.
And he kneeled during the soldiers.
All they said was Trayvon Martin, and it was a racial thing.
Yeah.
Now, what this was supposed to be about was the cop brutality thing, and then they tried to throw race thing at the end of it. But it was originally about police brutality.
But why would you do that towards the military, though? That's why I ain't like either.
Again, and this was weeks and weeks after. What was perpetuated in the media, the news, and on fucking social media had nothing to do with what he supposedly wanted to happen. Not a motherfucking thing. Now, in the end of it all, even though, like I said, he had an awesome fucking issue. He had some shit that needed to be addressed. But nobody addressed that shit. Nobody cared about that. The shit's still happening. You know what is being addressed? Racism, the flag, kneeling, that's being addressed. You know what else is? And like I said, I will keep saying this. I will fucking keep saying this. He, right now, is not worried about the police brutality on these two people, whether these two people were right or wrong. He is not giving a fuck about that. You know what he's giving a fucking about? His third try. His third try. That's what he cares about. And that was the last nail in the coffin. You know, I was willing to say I was wrong. If he would have kept that shit up, if he would have kept the activism up, if he would have kept, you know, no, not at all. Not at all. And then somebody had the nerve to say, well, if he was full of shit, then why would Jay-Z fucking back him? Really, Jay-Z? Jay-Z, that's who you're going to use? You're going to use fucking Jay-Z as your...
I don't know if it's mine.
Jigga what? That's Lisa's.
Lisa got one.
I don't give a fuck what you say about Jay-Z. I hate his music, but that motherfucker a good businessman.
That one goes to Lisa.
Yeah.
Corey don't got one. Don't.
You hear me? Jay-Z suck at rap, but he a good businessman. I respect him on that level.
I agree with
and
that.
And he did out of rap,
that.
so I respect him on the rap game too. I don't like his music,
and
but motherfucker
I
did his
almost
thing.
got race baited into that too. You know, because somebody said something about Jay-Z, and I was like, I can't stand that fucker too. And who does he serve? Like, they were trying to get me to say, like, black man. I was like, he serves his fucking self. I can't stand Jay-Z. So then be in the bathroom, there's two.
Yeah, when you puke, you feel better. At least I do.
That means you got that one more to be good.
But I'm
Alright, so
last person
we got 8 minutes left. We're not even going to debate any more of this.
Shout out
We're
to
going to give
everyone.
shout outs. Shout out to all our new listeners, all our new followers. Shout outs to Eargasm.
The haters.
Paul Goon. He got some shit going on. Shout out to Don Cody. The Yellow Bus. DC Media.
Right.
Who else we got? I know I'm forgetting people. Scholar's Bane. Jesse and Stereotype I. John Dante.
Jesse Calhoun. Yeah.
That's what I
Check
said.
him out.
Jesse and Stereotype I.
No, you missed it. But yeah.
No, I just said it. Fucker, rewind. Nope, we can't rewind right now. We don't have
I will rewind this minute. Listen, we got a 15-second delay. Let me know.
Either way, yeah, just take care of your local people. Everything opening up. Be smart enough not to get people told on. You know, you got a lot of assholes out there right now. Wash your hands. Keep yourself safe. And don't be a dick to people, man. If you're fucking scared, then get away. You know, everybody else is doing their thing, and just get the fuck away. Right.
Speaking of local music, we have a idea brewing among the crew about a local idea. So all you local musicians and all that, stay tuned. We got an idea.
Cock tease us, you motherfucker.
Windmill that shit. Right. In the face.
Terrible.
In the face, like centimeters from the face. And you know what? I say centimeters because
I thought he had some shit there.
I did.
I'm telling everybody to wash their hands and to be safe. And wait a minute, we might have something.
No,
you
we ain't,
bastard.
There ain't no might about it. You just stay tuned.
Yep, stay motherfucking tuned.
Right. Again,
I'm out.
Good night, y'all.
Be safe. Fucking cover your mouth.
And wash your motherfucking hands.
Or don't. Whatever y'all want to do.
Fuck Corey.
Yeah.